Hola a todos estudiantes del colegio, ¿cómo les va? Continuamos con GreedFall después de un tiempo de haberlo estaba presentando algunos problemas del juego, no sé qué es lo que pasaba, es que se me cerraba solo, pero bueno, volvemos a retomarlo donde lo habíamos dejado. Sinceramente tengo que refrescar qué es lo que estaba haciendo porque ahora no me acuerdo de nada de por dónde lo dejé. Así que vamos a ver aquí las misiones principales. El sufrimiento Constantín y en busca de una base. Habla con Darén, jefe de los Dandai. Creo que era esto lo que yo estaba haciendo. Estaba haciendo las misiones secundarias. Si mal no recuerdo, era estas aquí. Era de la investigación en Edén. Bien, ¿y dónde estamos? ¿Estamos en Edén? Sí, estamos en Edén. Perfecto. No sé qué es lo que le estaba pasando al juego, se bloqueaba de repente y se ve, ahora casi que dio un salto. Pero bueno, por el momento está funcionando, creo que está funcionando bien, no debe presentar más problemas. Así que continuaremos la serie. Ok. Aproveché y terminé de jugar The Surge, fue un juego que apareció junto con este. Y ahora que por el momento no hay ninguno en la mira, decidí continuar este que está aquí. ¿Qué fue lo que le pasó?
There you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Matheus.
A ver.
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The flesh is black and blue around the bites. He was bitten by a venomous creature. What he needs is an antidote.
Have you tried giving him
Qué
any
inteligente.
antipoison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter
También puede ser.
what happens, you always suspect them.
More of these idiotic superstitions. If the anti-poisons aren't working, it's because they're not suitable for this venom. Fidelis was in the swamp. Local healers will surely know how to make the right antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Bien, pide ayuda a los insulares. Sinceramente aquí hay que ir de un lado para otro, vuelves al mismo lugar, vuelves a pasar por el mismo lugar. Y eso se vuelve un poco, vamos a decir que un poco pesado. No tengo nada que hablar contigo. ¿Dónde está el hombre? Está abajo. No puedo bajar. Wow, ¿qué fue eso? Bueno, la cámara le dio alguna especie de embolia pero fue transitoria, se recuperó rápidamente. A ver. Bien, estamos por el camino cierto.
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegad is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us.
Okay.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Ah, pero no te pongas triste, chicos. Son cosas que suceden en la vida. Las personas se van y se separan una de las otras. Así que adiós. No jodas más. A ver ahora con quién tenemos que hablar. ¿Por qué no pueden estar todos juntos en el mismo lugar para hablar con todos al mismo tiempo y ya resolver los problemas? ¿Pero qué le pasa a esto, señores? Ah, está. No sé si el juego, si es que el control que yo estoy usando, que es inalámbrico, está con alguna interferencia o algo, pero está dando unos problemas y unas patadas que... Bueno, venga.
Here you are again. What do you want?
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he
¿Cómo ya lo
does not
sabes si ni
receive
siquiera lo
proper
vio?
treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children.
Bueno.
You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
A ver, hermano. Tómese este pues. Wow, qué efecto más rápido.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
No están preparados.
These wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who are at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Ok. Queremos al campamento orteólogo. El cual se encuentra fuera del mapa. Espérate un segundo. ¿Dónde está el mapa mundial? Este. Encuentra aquí. Creo que tengo un campamento cerca, así que voy a viajar. Voy a usar el viaje rápido. Pareció una misión de A para ahora, pero voy a finalizar primero esta Edén. misiones con varias de Yorkwood, Apra, Petrus. Veamos qué tenemos para vender aquí. Mandor de teniente, anillo de luz divina. Necesita poder mental 4. Anillo cruzado ya es el que tengo ya. Espada corta de acero. No. Arcabude oficial. 585. Pero necesito precisión 4. Es bastante caro, por cierto. Arcabude tirador. Ya, no me interesa. No puedo usar nada de esto. Bueno, te puedo usarla. Jugón de capitán soldado rojo, constitución 3. Necesito más constitución. Definitivamente tengo que mejorar la constitución para poder equiparme las armaduras más avanzadas, porque sinceramente ya me estoy quedando atrasado con la armadura. Bien acá, a ver, el cuchillo, el fusil. Ninguno de estos mejor que está aquí, tiene ya equipado. Así que vamos. Ah, no, por ahí no puedo salir. Evidentemente.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time.
No, estaba cerrado.
Indeed. It was probably cleared by the expedition. We should follow it if we want to find them.
Y aquí salimos del terreno. Aquí había unas cosas en medio. Opa. Anillo divino. Acción de furia. No, no sirve. Nada interesante. Continuamos.
Suggested by the tablets. I had no way of knowing.
Really? But I did warn you. You just wanted to have it.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Oh, pero qué
Maybe you
modesto.
should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Y si me interesara, no me interesa para nada hablar contigo. Interrogar a los miembros de la expedición. Ay. Venga.
Your Excellency, I
Me
hope
acabas
you
de
will
ver.
forgive us for that
seen. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matheus?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Ok, ¿dónde está el hermano Virgil?
Brother Virgil,
What do you want?
Matati.
can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matheus, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here. We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see.
Ah, qué bien.
So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Bien. Entonces ahora vamos a investigar las desapariciones. Aquí tenemos 1, 2, son 3 lugares. Vamos al primero que está por aquí. No, es por el lado contrario. Ve acá. Campamento. Por aquí. Bueno. Excavaron algo grande.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
If that were the case, there would be other marks of impact on his body. No. He was struck with an object to the back of the head. Given the shape of the wound, it was inflicted with a metal mace.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Bien. Investigamos el primero, investigamos a los demás ahora. Oh, no, tenía que haber ido por el otro lado. Por aquí. Estos enemigos. Toma. Un poquito le dura la... Y mía, no le quité nada, ahora sí. Pronto. Esos animales ya los había matado, yo creo que no. El que no era. Leulan violeta. Ah, no, usted ya lo había visto ya. Lámparas. Cuentan con un pellejo muy grueso que lo protege del daño físico. Dicen que se puede vestir con la fuerza a todo el que se use atacarlo. Entonces, familia de los Leulans. Bien. Esta es otra excavación. Y hay unos... A ver, a ver, a ver. Tú quédate paralizadito ahí. Tú también. Vamos a acabar con esto. Pronto, todo muerto. No sé por qué este no quiere seleccionarlo, pero bueno.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it. This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured. But he was already dead.
Bueno, en realidad si ando con ella no necesitaría ciencia porque ya está haciendo. Al final ella llega a las mismas conclusiones que yo. Ella también tiene ciencia. Tiene ciencia nivel 2 igual que yo. No sé por qué no puede recogerlo. Bueno.
To my help, and death to the others!
Ahí. Se acabó.
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Llewellyn. And yet, these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal. It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
Someone particularly devious has assassinated these people and disguised their death to take advantage of them. Who else could it be than the vehement brother Virgil?
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Está clarísimo que fue el que lo organizó todo. Claro como el agua. ¿Será que tiene salida por aquí? Virgil, ven acá, macho. Tan fanático y religioso que te haces.
Brother Virgil.
Eres un sogarrón.
Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Y los encontramos.
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
You know very well that the natives have nothing to do with this. They would have had no reason to disguise their attack.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues?
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
No.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
Claro que sí, sin vergüenza.
Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I have found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals, but it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation. And want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
To my help! And death to the others!
Pronto. Bueno, el campamento se quedó reducido casi no a la mitad.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone. But I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matheus' journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Ok, subimos de punto de tributo y de talento también. Venga, entonces, lo que si mal no recuerdo, quería alcanzar esta tormenta que está ahí. Necesito 3 puntos. Solamente tengo 2. Bien. Atributos. Y quería subir constitución, para poder equiparme mejores armaduras. Agilidad. Es que esto no me hace falta. Esto me vendría bien para hacer más daño también. No sé si primero... Creo que voy a aumentar la constitución. Porque estoy haciendo bastante daño y necesito más constitución de talentos. A ver. Artesanía. Intuición. Ciencia nivel 2. Carisma vendría muy bien también. Aumentemos el carisma. Bien. Entonces ahora tenemos que ir a continuar la expedición donde la dejaron ellos. La dirección totalmente puesta. No puedo subir por aquí. Imposible de escalar. Ahora sí pude sacarla. ¿No pasa por ahí? No, claro que no. Que soy un genio. Un maldito genio. Por allá tenemos más enemigos. Vamos a dar una puñalada trapera. Toma. Completo. Eso fue realmente rápido y fácil. Okay, ya. Esto es como un atajo, pero está cerrado. Esto fácilmente con una espada de las que ellos tienen pudieran cortar esas hojas, pero es una barrera infranqueable. A ver si ahora que mejoré la constitución hay alguna armadura que me pueda poner. Constitución 3. No, por el momento no hay nada.
If their so-called saint lived around here, he must have looked for a sheltered area.
Ojo, y aquí tenemos un Nadai, nada más y nada menos que un Nadai. Una bandera. Vamos a ponerle una trampita. Poner una trampita aquí. Venga, cae en la trampita, papá. No de veneno aquí. Pronto. Cristal de memoria y una espada sacrificial. Veamos esa espada sacrificial, ¿cuál es? Wow, hace bastante daño. A ver si se la podemos equipar a Petrus. No. Pues sí que sí. Y hace bastante daño. 377 daño físico, más posibilidad de aturdir. Hace menos daño a la armadura, pero uf, bien mejor. Quiero decir, mucho mejor.
A cavern. If I were an old hermit, this is probably where I'd have settled.
Claro, y haber dejado a un Nadai de guardián. Muy interesante también. Tiene bastante lógica. Posiblemente él mismo fue quien invocó ese Nadai. Kusot de Nai. El nombre de esta cueva.
Someone lived here. No doubt about it. You want to make sure that the old man is clean. And death
Muerto.
Watch out! Grenade!
Completos. Hay algo por aquí. No veo nada porque me está señalando esta área como que si hubiera algo aquí cuando no hay. Ah, será esto. No, aquí no hay nada. Tengo que seguir investigando. Aquí vamos a pasar al mismo lugar donde ya vinimos.
These murals probably have a religious meaning. If the saint came here, this must have been where he lived.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native.
Bien.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matheus. Praying to encontramos. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
Para nada.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad, enon mil frictamen. This is incredible. Saint Matheus would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
I seem to recall that their saint is often described as using a similar object. Incredible. That should make the entire University of Al-Saad howl with laughter. The saint founder of Ptolemy worshipped the natives' gods.
I would appreciate it if what we just discovered stayed a secret for the time being.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but I find this so amusing.
I wonder what I should do with these relics.
Eso de lo que te está riendo podría comenzar una guerra civil en el país. O religiosa, mejor dicho.
He wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Ptolemy.
No sé,
these old things could cause a civil war.
Acaba de quitar las palabras de la boca.
It is a serious responsibility to decide what to do with them. But it isn't ours. Their saint, their decision.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Vamos a resolver este asunto ya. Santo y salvaje. Mira, había una especie de A la secreta aquí será. Nivel 2 intuición. Creo que tengo que ponerme mi sombrerito. Mejorado. ¿Por qué usted no había entrado, compañeros? Me dejaron aquí solito para jugarme con ese bicho. Ah, Mario de San Matheus, guantelete de San Matheus, botas altas de San Matheus, casco antiguo de catedral. Nada más y nada menos que un set entero de armaduras. Interesante. Pero necesito constitución 4. A ver los guantes. Guantelete de ceremonia de San Matheus. Tampoco es que sean muy buenos, que digamos. Botas altas de ceremonia de San Matheus. Y el sombrero. Casco antiguo de cardenal. El sombrero es relativamente bonito y bueno. A ver. Bueno, este es mejor. No, necesita más constitución. Pero la que tiene equipada actualmente es mejor. Estos son mejores. Y las botas también son mejores. No hay más nada por aquí. Voy a poner el sombrerito de vuelta. No, es acampar, no es pelear. Y ahora viajemos Te tengo una buena y una mala.
Did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing San Matheus.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far,
Sí, a ver si dejan de ser tan inquisidores.
would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil? How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
To my house!
Excellent.
Death to the others!
Colega, aquí el mago soy yo, no eres tú. Acaban de matar a mis compañeros. Ya colega están dando una paliza, pero grande.
I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Matheus. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely find the words to convince her.
That would be most helpful. Father Petrus is renowned for his eloquence. In
Sí,
any
porque
case,
tiene una voz
we
muy
must present our
sensual
research
también,
to Mother
así.
Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content, and I will meet you at the palace in San Matheus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Muy bien. Pues dejamos este capítulo aquí por el momento. Continuamos en el próximo capítulo para darle punto final a este asunto de la Inquisición y de las creencias de Telemi. Así que creo que va a haber un cambio de dogma en Telemi. Llave de la prisión de la Ordo Luminis. Debe servir para algún tesoro. O algo. Aquí no hay más nada. Perfecto. Bueno, pues vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Después tenemos que viajar a San Matheus, que es donde está la capital de Telema, para hablar con la madre cardenal. Pero eso lo dejamos para el próximo episodio. Así que nos vemos en la próxima. Hasta luego.